Hey, Coach.
Okay.
Oh man, another day.
How'd it go?
Defense has dominated 2 days in a row. Offense is the coaches and all of us. We got a long way to go. We're not, things we did this morning. You have to be able to protect to run those things, and we did not protect at all. And so we have to evaluate: is that something we want to continue to work on to do? But we've got to get more effort out of us offensively right now. I mean, we had 2 real good days this week, and then yesterday and today both have been, pretty evident defense is way ahead and dominating. So we got a ways to go, but everybody does at this point.
Is that typical for the defense to be?
Yeah, it's always typical for them to be ahead, but not quite as dominant as I think they were the last couple of days. I mean, probably of the plays we had scripted, half of them were, wasted reps for the receivers because our quarterbacks don't even have time to go through their progression.
Where's the offensive tempo right now? I mean, are you guys?
Oh, that's on our back burner thought.
Yeah.
We're depending on so many young kids. It seems like at certain spots, and even ones that hadn't been with us, and the way we changed all of our stuff up. We just want to have a clear understanding of that before we even delve into that.
Having said that about the line, the defense line, don't you figure that they could be that way against a lot of other teams too?
Well, I hope so. I mean, I think we got some pretty good guys over there. Marquise and CJ and Rob are certainly pass rush guys. They're a handful, and you'd have to, if we were playing that front, we would certainly have to game plan some different things. And we're not doing any of that right now. But they're in one-on-one matchups. Those guys are handfuls.
Didn't see T out there. How is he?
We had an MRI today at 11, so I don't know more then. But man, he had a phenomenal practice the last 2 days. So I'm sure prayed hard this morning that. It's nothing significant, but we'll find out later this afternoon, hopefully.
Has Robert been as dominant all week as he was today?
Pretty much. We can't, our gap schemes, we can't back block because of it, and that causes us to have to change some things. And when you're installing, you want to just be able to run your stuff and teach it, and it just looks so bad that you get frustrated. He's a handful.
Are you getting closer to knowing maybe who a starting center is, who a starting right tackle is?
We've been going back and forth this week. It'll probably be another week, and we'll have to say this is who we're going with in the first group. But Fawn's been going with the first group until today. I think we made a switch back just to look at Robert there and being at center, I believe, and it's still too close to call.
How's that competition going between Robert and Fawn?
Real good. I mean, both are doing some good things, and both have a ways to go in some things, but. We kind of expected that, but that's what you want, great competition to develop some depth.
Where are y'all repping T right now when he's healthy?
T's a corner.
I mean, how many first team, second team, where is he?
I don't know. Defensively, we really don't have a, quote, first team. You have guys that are in the rotations, and, he'll go with the ones one series, the twos the next series, or however you want to do it, but he was in the rotation with the ones.
This defensive domination, is it mainly due to experience and just knowing?
I don't know. We've got a ways to go offensive line wise. Our receivers, some of the young ones are still making MAs that calls for some timing issues that we have. And today we didn't work. It was we stick with our preparation and our camp, and today wasn't. You just didn't see any of our run game. It would have slowed some of that down. It was some red zone work and some empty work, and obviously we've got a long way to go if we're going empty protect.
Any of this fatigue?
Oh, I'm sure, but you know what? Embrace the process. You know what? We're going to a funeral this afternoon of a young man that fought well and finished the race. And how in the world can we not embrace the process that we have to get better today? So that was our message this morning in our all-in series, and we can sit around and say that some of us fatigue, but everybody in the country could say that. You embrace it, and you're going to do the best you can.
That little boy obviously took a lot of pride in you guys and a lot of inspiration from you guys. What about the reversal of that? How much did you learn from him?
Well, anybody that watched him closely would certainly learn that he is a great testimony of we have a saying around here: no test equals no testimony. He had more than his share of the tests, and he passed them with flying colors because of his attitude and his passion and his never give up spirit. And, you know,